live for a late night love reading. Let's not make it a hate reading, at least, right? What's up, everyone? Chill on the haterade. I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer. Oh, I'm a little tired now all of a sudden. A healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru. As soon as I said psychic, I got the picture of the fucking Broncos and the fucking Seahawks. Like, you fucking idiots. Didn't I fucking tell you this already? Anyways, I am your yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger, God, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you're going to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and I just uploaded a short. What did I upload? Oh, fuck, I can't remember. Really? It's in there. Go check it out. I just did it before I did this. I was having I don't know, a shadow moment. Why is there so much shadows coming up? There's something. Venus goes into Aquarius today, so there's a huge shift. Venus is all about relationships and balance and shit like that, and then Aquarius is all egalitarianism and all that bullshit. It's been a fucking roller coaster, and I'm sitting here like, I went through all of the highs and lows of it. I started out all right, and then that shit took off pretty hard. And then I was like, I got to that place where I'm like, fuck fucking people. That's usually where I get with this situation. Why does forgiveness make you think that that comes with acceptance? To be Christ-like doesn't mean I'm Christ. They take your kindness for weakness is an old saying. It comes down to this, right? And I guess it goes back to what B said, is how much you value a relationship. I don't put any value in relationships. I know you're temporary. Really? You don't have what it takes to stick around. I'm just staying quiet. It's because it's like, how do you have such certainty? I'm certain of it. Based on the behaviors that I'm looking at right now, you don't have what it takes to stick it out with me. And that's okay. That says nothing about me. Realistically, some of us are just a hard pill to swallow. We're not made for everyone. A very selective few. Very exclusive. Really? Yeah. On the outside, everybody wants to know someone, but, we have a very selective few. It's like Marshall. Everybody wants to know him. He looks cool and shit. You want to, like, go and talk to him, but he don't want to fucking talk to you. Like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Realistically, yeah, something like that. Now, we go back to this bullshit with Morgan. It's up to me to choose if I want to go further with any relationship. It's almost like sadistic that I can wait like a predator for the absolute perfect moment to end this. I can wait for you to fucking fall short and end this right now. Or I could choose to make it through this one and then we have another battle. And then I'll have to face the same choice. Realistically. And that's where I'm at, right? Worst or best case scenario, she takes my message and she's like, you're right. I apologize for being so fucking defensive. Cool. Right? So then we go into it, and then until what? Until the next time she gets defensive. Is she not going to get defensive? She's going to do her best not to do it. But is she not going to repeat this fucking pattern? No, I'm not going to do that again. I swear to God, I promise. I'm sorry I hurt you. I won't do that again. That's like her telling me she's not going to fucking pick up the meth pipe again. Can you look me in my fucking face and tell me that you're never going to do this again? No, you can't. You can't. You don't have control of yourself yet. That's something even like Bobby. You look me in my fucking face and tell me you're not going to do this again? No, because this is what you do. And I'm supposed to keep forgiving this. Go do this somewhere else. She's a defensive person. This isn't an accident. This is your behaviors. Bobby, you're a fucking liar. This isn't a fucking one-time thing. You're a fucking cheater. Do you understand how I don't want to be in a relationship with a liar or a cheater? And how that this really doesn't align? Something like that. It's like forgiveness somehow comes with this bullshit like this bullshit undertone of accepting. I don't fucking accept your shit. God said to forgive you. Fine. Forgive you. Be on with your way. Really? Well, I mean, I just saw it. And it's not just these 3 times, bro. That's what happens. And that's what happens with the tower. It's not a one-time thing, bro. It's like the camel, the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. It was one too many times where you finally noticed. This isn't a one-off, bro. This shit happens a lot with this chick. And I'm forgiving and understanding, but why do I have to keep understanding and being forgiving to your poor behaviors? And that's where I got to this place, and I get to this place, and it doesn't matter if it's her poor behaviors or yours. How long do you expect me to deal with this? I'm not your mother. I mean, like, how long is she supposed to deal with that shit as your mother? Who's supposed to deal with this shit? Jonica? This is the only fucking dumb bitch I know around here that sticks around a dumb motherfucker while he's doing dumbass shit. Heather, I'm your wife. I'm that dumb bitch. I'm the dumb bitches in your life that let you fucking pull this dumb shit all the time. And let's go back to it, Morgan. Where's your friends, bro? How come you ain't got no friends? Cause this how you act? I know why I don't got friends. Cause I don't tolerate fucking people. It's not because I'm not a good person. It's not because I'm not kind. It's not because I'm not honest. It's not because I'm not friendly. It's not because I don't fucking fit in. It's not like I don't have the VIP pass. I don't walk around as a very important person. It's not like I'm part, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the social fucking awkwardness. I can fucking walk in and talk on any conversation. It's a personal fucking choice for me. Why? Because you're low fucking vibrational. You're not worth my fucking time and energy. A conversation with you is just politeness of God. The fuck are you adding to me? Rarely do I come across a person that I'm grateful to have met, and it was only nothing more than their kindness. Something simplistic like, have a wonderful day. That was very kind of you. Thank you for your prayers upon my life. That type of shit comes from strangers. It's a great day. It's another fantastic day in the field. playing with the fucking rugrats out there. And then you sit there, and I'm the type of bitch to be like, you know what? I don't want to fucking move into this house. I want to be around this fucking person. Think I won't? Think I haven't made decisions my entire life based on some small shit like that? That it's not an immediate stop? Do I have to be your fucking neighbor? Do I have to tolerate this shit? Do I have to face this shit? Do I have to do any of this shit? I do as I fucking please. Realistically, no, you ain't running me out my new apartment. But the point is like, do I want to be your fucking friend? What does that do for me and my family? Guys, what does me talking to Morgan do for us? Nothing. Exactly. As you said, there's a mechanic on every fucking corner. Oh, fuck him. Realistically, if I'm desperate for a mechanic, I'll go roll up on my dad. That shows you how much I'm not in need of a fucking mechanic. And realistically, if you were any good, then how come the car you own doesn't run? Yeah, quiet on the set. quiet on the set. You're going to tell me you don't have the tools? Then how are you a mechanic? That's what makes a mechanic, is having the tools. Shut the fuck up. You're going to tell me you don't have a garage? That's what makes a mechanic. That's like running around here saying you're a fucking rapper and you ain't got no fucking music. And you ain't putting no fucking music out and you have nothing to show for it. You just run around recording in your fucking bedroom and you run around telling everyone you're a fucking rapper. Every fucking person that can do an oil change and do their brakes is a fucking mechanic. That's called maintenance. What, if you could fucking paint your fucking toenails and your fingernails, you're now an esthetician? You're one of those? Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a fucking cosmetologist because you know how to put fucking eyeliner on? Shut up, bro. That shit pissed me off today. And it took 1 minute for me to see that. For someone else to say that was unnecessary. For someone else to intervene and say, you don't need to deal with that. You're fucking right. You are so fucking right. I've been dealing with that shit with this chick for a long time. I'm not going to deal with that tomorrow. I'm not going to deal with that in the future. She ain't going to do that with me. Don't talk to me. You're too sensitive. Don't talk to me. That's what you're going to get from me. Oh, you don't like that? That's because you're too sensitive. And that's where it is. Like, oh, fuck. I'll be ready to try to make a friend until I realize that, you guys is just shitting on a motherfucker. Really? I mean, really. I just got to keep accepting you. I just got to accept low vibrational people in my life. I don't need a friend. This is Bobby. I'm just trying to be your friend. Bitch, what the fuck is a friend to you? This is how you treat your friends? How many girlfriends you got? Get the fuck out of me. You sleeping with you hustling your boyfriends too for an orgasm? Shut up, bro. You ain't nobody's friend. Go be friends with your kids. Loser. Realistically, I mean, really. I didn't like you. There's so many reasons not to like you people. God says go show you some love. Against my better judgment. I do as I'm fucking forced to do. I could really hurt you all real bad right now. I feel like I want to. I'm like sitting here. Is this going to get me in spiritual court saying this type of truth? You brought awareness into my life, not happiness. If I never was in a homeless shelter, I would have never fucking met you. If we weren't homeless, we'd have nothing in common, bitch. Nothing. And the only reason I'm here is because God put me here. Let's talk about why the fuck you're homeless. Why the fuck, how did you lose your house and your life and your child and your fucking stability? Let's talk about how the fuck you guys ended up in this door. And let's talk about why I'm here. What walked me in this door. We are not the fucking same, bro. But God said everyone should be treated equal. And that's the difference, is you got to fucking treat people equal despite that. And so I try to treat people equal, but they think that I'm just one of them and they can treat me like they treat other people. They think that equality means I treat everybody like this. No, you treat everybody better. Start treating everybody better. Is how that works. Realistically, yeah, punk asses. That's really what it comes down to. Why do I got? I'm not Jesus. You don't serve my church or my children. You don't service anything to me. Why do I have to work hard to have any kind of fucking conversation with you? Any of you? Why am I working hard for something you call conversation when you ain't talking about shit? Say relationships are delicate. Yeah. I'm gonna watch you guys work that out. Realistically, yeah, I have no desire to work on a relationship. If the shit don't work, it don't work. This ain't working for me. Really? I'm not gonna dumb this down and explain why I'm not happy in this relationship, why I'm not comfortable in this relationship, why you don't do it for me in this relationship. I don't owe you an explanation. At the end of the day, I owe myself an explanation as to why I was in the relationship, not why I don't want to continue it. When I've come to that place where I don't want to continue it, I don't have to explain that to you. I don't owe you an explanation. I really don't. I know you think you're so fucking deserving of why I don't want to talk to you anymore. But I've come to a place where I don't even want to tell you that. That's the definition of I don't want to talk to you anymore. It means I don't want to tell you anything anymore, let alone why I don't want to talk to you. Words don't suffice anymore. There's no words to get through to you. So let's just leave it in silence. Really? Silence is golden. And we're working with the golden ray of Metatron. I have nothing but love to give to people. Don't be mad that I don't want to give it to you. I gave it to you, and this is what I got in return. So I'm going to go give my love to someone else. I'm going to give my time to someone else if I choose or if God chooses. But when I get to a point where I don't want to give it to you, that's just how it is. What it really is you don't want to face that you're a waste of people's time and energy, or at least mine. My time and energy is valuable, beyond valuable, because of what you're getting out of me when I'm giving you my time and energy. I'm giving you literally love and light, truth, universal truth, a connection to the Holy Spirit. Through me, I'm going to be able to freaking give you what other people can't give you in a conversation. This is important. Through my very breath, that's the power given to me by God. This is my time and my energy are extremely valuable. For you to just sit in my space and waste it with your idiocracy or your negative thoughts or arguments about what I have to offer in my time and in my space, you're a waste of my time and space. To ask me to hang out is for me to give you something sacred, which is my time and space that I only give to God and my children. Okay, I'll give this to you, but what are you going to give me as I'm giving you this very sacred time and space? Are you going to fill this time and space with, something that is intriguing to me? Are you going to fill it, or you just want me to fill this whole time and space with all of me, and you know what I mean? And you're just going to pull in some bullshit. And furthermore, are you going to waste my time and space, ask me to make time and space for you, and then not show up? You wouldn't do that to a president, to a religious authority, to your favorite rapper. So don't do that shit to me. Don't waste my fucking time. Don't come into my space on some bullshit. Really? Really though. You want someone to just talk to? Go find someone else to smoke a cigarette with. Go find someone else to sit next to. Go find someone else to chit chat with. Really though? Really, it's valuable. What I offer is valuable. I'm valuable. You don't recognize the value of my time and space. You're a waste of it. Let's go back to tomorrow. Today, it's probably midnight. I'm doing a full moon ceremony. That's my time and space. That's my magical time and my magical space. I don't have to share that with anybody. This is my sacred space and my sacred fucking time. I don't have to share that with you. If I share that with you, what are you contributing to my sacred time and my sacred space? If I take my time and my space and my magic to you, what is your contribution to my time, my space, and my magic? I mean, that's everywhere I go, despite even tomorrow with the ritual. If I fucking invite you to a fucking ritual of magic, what are you bringing with you? Are you at least bringing faith and belief? Then stay at home. If you go to church, you better bring something for their, you better bring your 10% for their fucking bucket. What are you bringing to my time and space? You want to come hang out with me? What are you bringing? What are you bringing to the fucking table? What kind of conversation are you bringing? Are you just going to sit down next to me and bitch about somebody? I didn't need to hear that. That was a waste of my time and space. I didn't want to sit around and just listen to somebody negatively tear up another person because they're mad about what this person did. Why I gotta sit in the space and hear that bullshit? That's your bullshit. That's what I do spiritually. Really? Put some of the itch cream on. I don't know. That's really it. I like. You value your friend's time because you get something out of it. What the fuck am I getting out of time with you, dude? It's like when we hang out, what's good comes from this? Is good stuff coming from this? Or do I walk away feeling fucking drained, fucking confused, overwhelmed, filled with a bunch of fucking thoughts that were unnecessary, a bunch of fucking stories, all that shit? How do I feel when I leave this situation? I know you feel great. You can't wait till the next time we hang out. What about how I feel? You don't care as long as you had a good time, right? You don't care if I didn't have a good time. It's all about you having a good time. Really? Yeah. Fucking fantastic fucking four. Really? If I call B, and I do, like I did at 6 o'clock, I set this up. I was being, this is how it was, because I know she don't go out after dark. And I had just got up and I was like, I knew I was going to go smoke. So I was like, you know what? I asked Milia, I'm going to ask B if she wants to go out and have a cigarette, but B doesn't take her kids out. So if she wants to go, will you watch her baby so she can come out with me? I said, all right. That's how accommodating a bitch is. You did all that? Yes. I accommodate to the fact that I know you don't take your baby out. Why would I do that? Because I'm going to smoke and I'm just offering you. Would you like to come and smoke? It don't make or break me, but I can help you so that I can accommodate so that you can come and smoke. That's niceness. That's too fucking nice. That's too fucking nice. Nobody gives a fuck. Take your baby with you. No, I'm just saying. That's how I am. That's what I mean. I'm too fucking nice. I'm too fucking nice. I told Bobby, let's go fucking Christmas shopping, and I assumed he knew I would try to purchase something for his children. That's too nice, apparently. Right? So I got to be careful about being around certain people. But what did I do that for? Was I going to call her and make all this fucking shit because I needed something from her? Did I need a cigarette from her? Did I need some weed from her? Did I need something from her? Or I was going to go out of my way for her company. Why though? Because she's good company. 10 minutes with her having a cigarette, that would have been good. It would have been worth it. My daughter would have had a good time playing with her little chunky cheeks, and it would have been worth it. Of course, she doesn't break her rules, and baby was already going to bed, and she appreciated it, and she said, that's very nice of you, but no. Cool. Now, what I'm saying is that the same kind of freaking convenience that other people are showing me? Do you take into consideration my children? When, you know what I mean? When you're making decisions and shit like this? I know what time your kids go to sleep. I know what time your kids get off of school. I know it because it's important. You live your life around your kids, so I have to respect your kids too. That's fucking important to me. Small shit like that. But other shit like that. You know what I mean? Other shit like that. I bend over backwards for people, and people can't even freaking acknowledge that they're even sitting. They're coming up short. Really? Yeah. And that goes back to Morgan. She called me ranting and raving about, her daughter's birthday. I forgot it was her daughter's birthday. I would have probably bought a gift. But at that time, I was a little bit struggling myself. Seriously? Yeah, I was a little tough. Or not really. I was like the only person because I was doing magic. So anyways, she's like, her fucking baby daddy didn't come through on her daughter's birthday and she didn't have much to do and she was real upset about it. And I'm like, well, I can go and get her a cake. I got my food stamps. I can at least get her a cake. What kind of cake does she like? At least that. She doesn't know. It's like, I didn't fail your kid. You fucking failed your kid. Her fucking father failed your kid. Everybody failed your kid. You called me, and I'm trying to come through and do something for your kid. So she tells me that, and I go in and I get a cake, and I told her I'll call her later. She never answered. The next day, she never answered. It's been 3 days. She doesn't answer. I'm looking at this cake in my car, and I am furious at myself. I am hating myself for being such a nice guy and getting stepped on. I just was trying to be nice. And this is what happens every time I'm nice to people. I get fucking blown off. Fuck your fucking daughter and this fucking cake. I was so mad until I go to walk the cake to the trash. And then this little guy that has a crush on me is like hitting on me, is asking me why I'm not giving him a piece of cake. That's the only reason I got over the cake. I was so fucking furious about that. Over Christmas, I was given a brand new pair of fucking size 10 fucking shoes for my son with a receipt, but the receipt was an Amazon receipt and they needed it was just a purchase. It was just like one of those Christmas shoppers. I could not return these beautiful brand new pair of fucking shoes. So I kindly offered them to Bobby because I knew he wore fucking Adidas from back in the day. He didn't say anything. I was like, maybe they're not his shoe size. Maybe he's offended. He doesn't want to tell me he wears a size 8. Okay, fuck, whatever. I don't know why my son has a fucking size 12 at 14. And when will it stop? His dad wasn't that big, I can tell you that much. Anyways, going back to it. I don't know, but I was trying to do something nice. And I'm like, well, would you like to give him to your brother? You have a brother, maybe somebody. You can do something with them. I can't. I'm just trying to be nice. And he wants to make me feel bad for trying to be nice. Thank God. I tell, B and her son is literally a size 10. And you know what I mean? And she was struggling to come up with some gifts and it was perfect. It worked, but it's like you guys make me fucking feel bad for trying to be good. And then and it's just because you're no good people. Would you do the same? Would you do the same? No way. And that's what's weird. How can I be with nothing and be so abundant and so helpful and so generous and you're so fucking full of shit? You can't help nobody. You ain't got nothing. Your pockets are empty. You can never help a bitch. Not that I ever asked, but anybody. Tight ass. Realistically, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like, it's not that I'm not over loving. I mean, like literally over loving, but I'm over loving people that are unloving that take advantage of that shit, bro. Realistically, I mean, seriously though. And that shit today, her getting mad at me because I didn't tell her what the fuck to do with your kid. Bitch, that's not my job, bitch. You just got mad at me twice. We had this conversation twice. You gonna get mad every time I tell you gotta do something about your kid? Maybe I shouldn't be hanging out with you. Maybe it's just really that simple. You could say, oh, she doesn't like how I parent, and we could just leave this alone. You could blame me. But I'm going to do it every time the kid's acting up. I'm going to tell the parent. That's my job. My job isn't to parent the kid. My job is to tell the parent. That's how we handle this. You don't fucking go sitting there, you know what I mean, jumping on nobody's kids. Realistically, let me freaking put that aside. And that's what this all started with. And then the other one that started. Because I told her I didn't want to fucking be part of her school because I don't need a career. You do. You want to get offended. Am I lying? Do you have a fucking career? Oh, you said that you did, and you turned in this big ass fight. I'm not playing with people like this, bro. Really? No. I didn't even see it, bro. I just let people fucking, you know what I mean? And that's all it said. That's all it took. That was unnecessary. She shouldn't be acting like that with you. You know what? You're fucking right. You're fucking right. She shouldn't. And I'm not going to let people act like that with me. I'm hearing in my head, it's like people don't come back from the place that I've come. You know what I mean? Like the places I've been. And realistically, you don't end up in fucking R. Kelly's meat locker without sacrificing everything. And then you get to a point where I'm not sacrificing me for you. And that's what I said. It's like I lost all freedoms trying to fucking please fucking people. Get along with fucking people. Keep people in my life. Keep them fucking happy. I lost me trying to keep you. The more that the less people I have around me, the more that I get to be free in my skin. You come around and I gotta tone me down. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be me around you because you're too fucking sensitive. I'm too fucking much. Well, go somewhere with your sensitive ass. You're not gonna make me feel bad. That's to everyone. It always ends up in some shit like that, and it really does. That's exactly. I could tell you every single person. I can list them. I'm seeing that bitch. What was her name? Sophie. Told you, bitch. I told you to quit being so fucking bougie at work. And you just want to come out and say, well, this is just what I am. They just need to accept it. Bye, bitch. Bye, Felicia. People don't accept you the way that you are like this, dude. You're being over the top. You're trying to outdo people. And then you're mad that they don't like that fucking behavior. And you want to come cry to me and I told you to stop it. And then you want to say this is just who you are. Well, just be that way, bitch. Just be that way. I told that bitch to quit stalking her baby daddy. She was like, dude, she was parking in front of his house every fucking night after work for hours. No, I just can't stop. You have no control. I'm not going to talk to a person that's doing crazy shit like this, bro. Like, you don't even know. I keep asking you why you're doing this. Why are you parking in front of his house? Why? And I'm making excuses and I'm trying to be kind for your crazy shit, bro. Meanwhile, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these fucking people, bro? What kind of fucking shit is that bitch on? Why is she parked outside his house? And I'm literally asking her in the kindest way, I don't know. Do you want to see him with another girl? No. Do you want to talk to him? No. Then why are you doing it? Why can't you just drive your ass home? You've made this a pattern. And I told her to stop and she didn't. And God fucking took away her car. Like, now you can't drive over there, bitch. Now what you gonna do? You withdrawing? You gonna take the bus and go stand on his corner? Watch him live his life? What kind of creepy shit is this, bro? Leave a motherfucker alone. That's just one. We could go on to every one of you, bro. Why I told you to fucking, that you're fucking tripping and you need to get a hold of yourself. And then that's when I stopped talking to you. Really? Yeah? Fucking Diana, you're fucking tripping, bro. You need to get a hold of yourself. I ain't fucking talking to you. Fix yourself, bro. I'm not dealing with this shit. Really? I mean, seriously. That's all of them, bro. The fucking every single one of them, bro. Tell you about yourself and you don't want to hear it and I'm out. I don't give a shit. Deal with yourself. I'm done with dealing with you. Really? Yeah. The only reason people like you, bro, is because you hide what you really are. If they knew what I knew, bro, they wouldn't like you either. You work harder to hide it. You get too comfortable around me or something. And that's just who you really are. You're just hiding it, bro. The real you is not nice. You're an ugly ass person. You need to work on that. You need to work on those nasty ass behaviors of why why the fuck, that's nasty, Marshall Mathers. That's nasty fucking Kanye. That's fucking nasty. Those are nasty ass behaviors, bro. You need to work on that shit. You need to clean your fucking chakras. That's the nicest way I could say it. What is it? It's your fucking it's your mental illnesses hidden inside of you. You need to deal with that. Really? Pretty much. Pessimistic shit. Well, I can't, and no, and where's your faith? Where's your belief? Where's your balls? Where's your spine? Where's God? What the fuck am I dealing with right now? Really? Don't feel bad. It's pretty much all of you. They call you in the Bible lame. I do too. The lame, the deaf, dumb, and blind. Nobody could get through to you. You can't see nothing any other way. You're deaf to the truth. You're blind to the truth, and you're just dumb. I watched this movie right now. I finished this movie. It's a really good movie. Made me cry pretty hard. It's called The Children's Act. And it was this thing where this kid was trying to refuse, this family was trying to refuse a blood transfusion based on their religious beliefs. I guess the Jehovah's Witnesses have some weird belief about the blood, and they believe that, mixing blood is going against the blood that God gave you. Hey, bro, you're covered in the blood of Christ. It's not in your veins. It's around your spirit, douchebag. I don't know, but I heard that. And it's like they're going to die. This kid was going to die, right? If he didn't get a blood transfusion, and they refused it because that would be going against their church and their religious beliefs to put clean blood into his body. They see it as bad blood. That's fucking wild. So your religious beliefs believe that it's better to die than to live? I don't know if that's true, but that right there made me question the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, that's what your belief is? Your God would rather you die? He wouldn't want you? That's funny because Jesus shed his blood for us. That's funny because that's what they told us to do, is put the blood of the lamb on our doors. They were okay with the use of outside blood, but you aren't. You made your own fucking rules. People in your fucking congregation can die. They're not allowed access to clean blood. Because it's what? Mud blood? What is wrong with you? You inbreeders? Think about it, guys. Think about all the times that they're asking us to donate blood because it can save a life. You got these fucking Jehovah fucking freaks out here saying that they don't want your life-saving blood. They'd rather die. Your blood is uncleanly to their body. It's the same blood, dude. It's the same blood of Christ that's in my blood. You need this blood to live. You're going to deny yourself life because of a fucking false lie? Where the fuck in the Bible does it say that? Did you write your own book over there with your own rules? Maybe they got it off of the whole, how sanctified his blood was and that Mary cleaned up his blood. You're not Jesus, bro. And realistically, someone like me, God won't let me donate my blood. You want to talk about sanctified blood? What's in yours? I'm just saying, like, I saw that and it left me with some, like, it's like people will die for these fucking twisted ass beliefs, bro. You're dying by God. We just talked about how suicide is a mortal sin. Oh, we don't believe that. We believe that I believe that you're not having respect for the life that God gave you, and you're not honoring the temple and science. He gave us doctors to help us keep alive. He gave them the knowledge and the wisdom to help us keep us alive. And if he didn't want you to live, then he'd take your fucking life. You don't get to choose to take your fucking life. Now, that non-resuscitation thing that people have, that's a real choice. If I'm already dead, then don't try to bring me back. By the time they resuscitate you, that means they're trying to bring you back to life. They're going to put you on a machine to keep you alive. That means without a machine, you're dead. You're a vegetable. I'm already a vegetable, bro. Don't put me on the cooker. That's going to cost you a lot of money to run all that electricity. It's not going to bring me back to life. There's instances, I suppose. Everybody's allowed to choose that way. And then you go back to their religious beliefs of you're not supposed to, burn the body. Why not? Because they have a belief in resurrection. They have a sick belief that they'll come back to life in that very molded, crusted, dirty body. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Why are you holding on to something that no longer serves us? Really? Yeah? Shall we keep going on with your crazy fucking beliefs? Has anybody ever gone to hell for eating a pork chop? Does anybody know of any story other than how they said Mama Cass died on a fucking sandwich? Not true. That was the worst cover-up story I've ever heard in my life. She did not die eating a sandwich. Realistically, it's a stupid thing. But, like, has anybody gone to hell for fucking eating pork? We have any account witnesses to this? We have any proof that this happens? Somebody came back from hell and told us that if you do these things, you're going to end up where they are, and then they had to go back to hell. Like they came from hell and they go back. Like they've been there. Like, is there ever been a human being in this entire universe that has an account of dying and not going to the light? I'd really like to meet that human being. Go ahead, Google it. I'm sure there isn't. Because there's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's not some secret place that God's going to sit there and punish you for not knowing better. You know where that is? Right here. You're going to learn. This is going to hurt. You're going to learn the hard way. It's like, how many times are they going to do that? I don't know. Until they learn. That's the definition of hell for an eternity. They're going to just keep doing this for an eternity. I mean, how many years is an eternity? Feels like an eternity. You've been doing this for an eternity. Really? Yeah. I know that really doesn't have anything to do with your guys' friendly friendships and stuff, your fantastic fucking relationships and shit. But I just want to show you, like, you guys are suffocating me. Every time I get out there, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. That was it. Mohammed. No, what is it? Abraham. The Christian Bible says that when you die, you go to the resting place of Abraham's bosom. What does that mean? You're opened into his chest. You go into his heart. I'd rather hang out in the bosom of Jesus. Do I have a choice of this? Where did you come up with this? What bosom? Why is it a man's bosom? He doesn't even have boobs. That's not a bosom. That's a fucking chest. Unless he has man boobs. What is he, Rick Ross? You guys in these fucking... God, don't make me do it. You know what the hardest part of my fucking job is? Fucking Sunday fun day fucking spiritual or fucking religious studies. You guys live by this bullshit? And you think it's gonna get you into heaven? I mean, where in the Bible does it say that? I got the Book of Mormons. They're different? Are Jehovah's Witnesses different from Mormons? I don't even want to dig into your bullshit if that's what you think. How can you argue with a person that thinks such stupid things? If I put your blood... Shut up, bro. What do you think happens during sex? That's an exchange of bodily fluids, bro. I can't deal with you low-level fucking species. Really? I think it's real, bro. I think it's really what they believe. There's a whole bunch of Jesus worshippers that don't believe in blood transfusion. I don't believe in science. Science and religion are the same thing. They're all connected by God. Thank God for science. If not, like, you wouldn't know how to take care of that big fucking stupid body of yours. Really? Yes. And then you're like, this goes against God. What are you talking about? God wants you to live a happy life. How is this against God? God wants you to live a fruitful life. He wants you to live an abundant life. He wants you to spread love. How does this go against God? You're going against God, bro. Really? Yeah. It's one of those days, it's like, I'm not suicidal, but I definitely don't want to deal with that tomorrow. I don't want to deal with you, Morgan. I don't want to hear it. I just don't. I'm done with it type person. I don't want to hear it, bro. I just don't care. I forgive you. Yeah, you're going through some shit. We're going through some shit. Everyone's going through some shit. And what you said bothered me. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna bother you, and I don't want to be bothered by how bothered you are by me. Really? And that's to everyone else. What you said bothered me. Then don't talk to me. I didn't care. What you're saying's bothering me. I was very unbothered until you came around too. It goes both ways. Go away. You're bothering me. Really? I'm totally fine until somebody comes around. When I come around. Really? Yeah, you're gonna fucking trigger me. You're gonna fucking irritate me. The difference between me and you is I'll fucking go and take myself and deal with myself. You'll just go over there and put yourself on everyone else and tell everyone, go do all that. Realistically, I mean, go be bothered about it. I know she's pissed. Ain't nobody told you to take control of your child before? And then God makes me do it? Oh, I love this. How come I had to be the one? Why? Because I am the one. Nobody else is going to tell you this shit. They're going to have you out here looking stupid, talking about you when they pull away. I'm going to tell you to your fucking face, stupid. Why you do him like that? Somebody had to tell him. Really? I mean, you want me to tell you some shit? You like the truth when I'm talking the truth about everyone else until I get to you. And now you feel offended by it. You're offended by the truth. You really loved it until it came to you. Truth be told. Really? Yeah. I don't know. I look at myself, I'm like, oh, I'll try again when I'm ready. God, I don't really care. It's like being a vegetarian. You're not going to make me miss something that I don't want. You're not going to make me feel bad for not having a friend when I never wanted one to begin with. You're not going to make me feel bad for not having a boyfriend when I didn't want one to begin with. I can't miss something I never had. I never had a good friend. So I don't. It's not like I'm looking for something I already had. I never had a good man. I'm not looking for something I already had. I had one sexual experience. I'm not looking for that again. Realistically, I mean, like, I'm not looking for the, you know, really, you are. You're looking for something great. God uses people to make me want shit, but I'm content with just, getting the job done and dying. Realistically, I mean, seriously though, as we come here to the new moon, as I'm approaching it, I'm supposed to be, well, what do I want for my life? What makes my life more abundant? I'm good. I'm good. Oh, you don't want a man? Not really. You don't want I mean, I did. I asked for friends, and this is what I got. A reminder of what comes with friends. Oh, I might have been asking for something I didn't really want. Realistically, I thought you wanted a man. I thought I did too. Maybe I was just bored. You know what I mean? I thought I wanted friends too. I guess I was just a little bored. I'll know. I'll occupy myself better the next time. It's okay. Keep your friends and your man to yourself. If I ever thought that I could make it through this whole life without a man, I feel like I'd have more to live for. I feel if I thought I could win God in this battle, not end up with some man, I'd keep going. I'd have a lot more zest. But ultimately, it's destined to be. Whether I do anything about it or don't, it'll happen. Why? He's using me. God is using me to love some man. I don't give a shit who it is. Just make him worth loving. Realistically, I mean, I gotta get along with him, don't you? Don't you think? Don't you think that at least should be a prerequisite for this situation? I know all you want is for me to give birth to your new generation of children. You know what I mean? Be all loving to them and some fucking douchebag man, but don't you think we should at least be able to get along? Some good conversation, sex, something, something. We should have something in common. Don't you think that should be a prerequisite? I have nothing in common with these douchebags. They're all about hard work, success, fame, fortune, recognition. I'm, fuck am I gonna get along? Better off being a fucking lesbian at this point. You're not gonna get no kids that way either, God. You're gonna have to probably marry me. You're gonna have to immaculate consent me. I think I'm just gonna give permission to this at this point. You're better off doing it the old way, dear God. Really? I don't care. It's not between me and you. It's between me and God. It's a Lilith thing. I made you to love a man and procreate. Yeah, well, make a better man and I will love them and procreate. You want me to be better, then you be better. You want me to do better, then you do better. This is a co creation here, God. You want me to do, meet me halfway here. Quit sending me halfway men, halfway friends, halfway built people, halfway house people. Literally, though, most of them been in a halfway house, or they should have been. fucking, fucking foster house or something, dude. Somebody's fucking home. Fucking shit. Some kind of fucking mental home. Really? I mean, seriously though. I'm sorry. That you're offended by your life has made you kind of a tragic person and you're difficult to deal with and you might need to work on yourself. Okay. Well, you can do that or you can just live your life and just go live it somewhere else. Mm, pretty much. They put my head down. It's like I'd like people to get better so that we can have a better race of people, but I'm not I can't do I don't blame myself. I don't really blame you. I don't blame your parents. I don't blame nothing. I don't care. I could blame God. Like, damn, God, you made a whole piece of shit person here. You can't do no better than this. This is as good as they get. This is the extent of your power, God, is these useless individuals that serve no purpose but to fill their flesh and their pockets. This is exactly what they said in the books, God. This is all you're doing. There ain't no devil. There's only you. These are your people that you care so much about. And then we go back to the dark again. Here's your chosen lambs. They're over here, little lamb chopping over here. Really? Yeah, really. Doesn't matter, guys. I go back to where I came from when this is all done. You're not coming with me. Doesn't matter if I enjoyed your time while we were here. One less goodbye at the end. Oh, goodbye. I'll cry for you. I probably won't, because you didn't mean anything to me. You weren't meaningful in my life. Really? Why were you? I don't know what Bobby thinks he is. Well, that only took you forever. I don't know why Bobby thinks he's so special, bro. Because I love him, he thinks that he's so important, but really, you're a fucking awful human being. I have it, dude. I have you on footage, dude. I have all of it. I got the messages, I got pictures, I got it all to prove. You're a terrible fucking human being. You were terrible to me. You were terrible to your wife. You're terrible to your children. Your job. You were going to fucking have me at your fucking work hotel with no respect. You're a terrible individual. Do I blame your mother for this or your absent father? Am I supposed to blame your wife? Do I blame God for the person that you are? Are you any different from Kanye West or Russ? Who do I blame for the fucking mistake of a human being that Marshall Mathers has turned out to be? A hateful, juvenile, you know what I mean, girl. Who do I blame for this? Do we blame your mother for not being a good mother? Do we blame your father for not wanting to be with your awful mother? Do we blame Detroit? Do we blame your wife? Who do we blame for what you are? Is there someone to blame for what you've become? Because there's other people that didn't have a father and their mother was just as bad and they lived in Detroit and they didn't come out like you. That was a choice. You chose to be a hateful jerk your whole life and spend your whole life, an entire music career, which without it, how is it music? What constitute a rap? Because you put it in a rhyme? Hmm. And you run around as a self-proclaimed best rapper in the world? But yet you don't even know the competition. You're comparing yourself to what? American rappers or Detroit rappers? Shall we have this conversation that you're the best? Are you the best of 50-year-olds? The best of this generation? Which generation were you the best of? At what point did you think you were the best? Because it's not now. You're not the best. You're not the best rapper alive. You're not even close to that. No, you're the oldest, I think. Is there an older rapper than Marshall Mathers right now that's out there? Anybody? I don't know if there is. I'll have to look this up. I'm going to Google that shit. That doesn't make you the best, it just makes you the oldest. And if you were so good, then how come you couldn't retire? And if you were such a good rapper, how come you didn't do shows? That's all part of it. That's what it takes to be a rapper. It doesn't just mean putting out fucking songs and merch. It means fucking doing shows, performances, fucking appearances, interviews, music videos. You've long forgotten what it takes to be a rapper. Not on MTV. And that's because MTV doesn't exist anymore. Just like you. Really? Can't wait for your next bunk ass 50-year-old album. It's going to be a 50-year anniversary, right? The Over the Hill tour with all of the old schools. Yeah, watch how many times they take a break in the middle of their song to have a drink of water. How slow they move across the stage. Don't forget your backup singer, Fat Neck, over there. You know you need him to hold your syllables. Hmm. I can't think of someone I want to hang out with. I can't think of somebody I want in my life. Oh, that sounds like I manifested it when it came to Wolfman. It's like it would be cool to have somebody that's into spirituality, somebody that knows something. No, I got a fucking know it all that doesn't know shit about spirituality. Somebody that thinks they know it all, like dibbles and dabbles in all spirituality, but isn't spiritual. A fucking tarot reader. I got a fucking tarot reader. Might as well have gotten a child molesting priest at this point. Just as useless in the kingdom of God. Tarot ain't gonna get you in there. Dummy. Realistically, it's a man that prays to fucking Lucifer. That's what I got. You're cursed. Well, biblically, that's what God said. So I'm just gonna ride this curse out for the next 99 years of this last lifetime. At least I can say that my time is coming to an end. Yours is just beginning. How many times? How long have you been alive? I'm the oldest fucking soul. It took me an eternity to get out of this shit. I got fucking 50 years on this bucket, and I am done. I will never see your fucking scum ass fucking lives again. You want to see me? You're gonna look to the stars. That's it. We'll never take fucking form with you fucking lower life forms again. Ever. Ever. Doing my community service, I'm out of this bitch. I don't give a shit if I make a friend along the way. Fucking Paul on this bitch. I'm a fucking prophet. I don't give a shit. I'm just here spreading the fucking word. Take the flyer and get out of my face. God loves you. Get out of my face. Jesus saves. Get out of my face. God loves you. Get out of my face. Jesus saves. Clean your chakras. Fucking your ancestors. Make an offering. Change your life. Leave that's no longer serving you. And get out of my face. Really? You're blocking me. I have to talk to other people. I'm not here to, chop it up with you. Take the flyer and go. Take the information and go. Really? Yeah, pretty much. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to stop and tie your shoe for you. I'm going to kick you out of my way. Get out of the way. I got to deliver this message. Get out of my way. Your life means nothing. You're not even listening. Really? It's important to God. He might have something to do with you, but I don't. You're just in my way. Really? Yep. There's in my way or, a road stop along the way, some fucking lesson along the way. Really? Mm-hmm. Really? How certain am I? Well, I certainly will not be in that fucking house longer than a year. So once again, you're just along my way or in my way, but you're not going where I'm going. When I leave that apartment, you're not going where I go. And that's what it means. We might align for a minute, but you're not going with me. You don't have what it takes to go where I go. It's a one-seater. But somehow I managed to carry these little dudes on my back. Pretty much, not too long from now, they'll be taking their own little one-ways. Yep, God will be taking them on their own little ventures. Really? I don't know. Benjamin Franklin might be building bombs in my fucking basement for the rest of his 40-year life. I've always considered that. But nah, she's out of here. She's going to go fight wars in Europe, as she is destined to do. As an American, I don't know. She can fight whatever. She can be on whatever side she wants to. She'll pick the right side. I'm not on either side. I don't give a shit. She'll win. I'm not really worried about it. Don't fight with her. It's Joan of Arc. She's dangerous. She will not die in this life. Not like that. Hey, love yous. Laters. I don't want to deal with you. Stay out of my face. I'll catch you tomorrow with some light codes and do what you got to do with your life. It's not really. It's important to God, not to me, bro. I'm sorry. If somebody showed me something and made themselves important, like if there was this magic moment and I'm like, wow, I've never experienced that with a person. I want to fight for this person. Then I would. I haven't had that. I'm not fighting for you. I'm not fighting with you, and I'm not fighting for you. You're not worth fighting for in my eyes. I might wait around for a little bit, but not too long. Patience isn't my strongest virtue. I'm not. Really not, bro. I'm not going to fight for someone that doesn't put up a fight or that just wants to fight. I'm not fighting for a relationship that nobody wants, that nobody values. You know what I mean? You didn't have enough respect to watch your words to begin with. And yet I'm supposed to be all respectful. That comes from God. Don't take my kindness from weakness. Don't take my training and make me feel like a fucking jerk. Don't make, and that's like Russ. Bitch, don't nobody love you, bitch. Don't nobody give a shit about you, bitch. You're on the internet all day begging for love, and he sends me to give it to you because you're so desperate, and you want to act like you don't want no fucking attention, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I'll give you attention, terrible attention. Every fucking time you come into my fucking memory, dude, I'll fucking give you all the fucking hate you want. You want hate? You don't want my love? You want hate? Fine, hater. All the hate you can have, bitch. You don't want my love? Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Go get your love from your mom, from Jonica, from your fans. Quit getting on my page begging me for fucking inspiration. Fuck you. You didn't want me? Then go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. And that goes back to it. Bobby, nobody cares about you. They don't give a fuck about you. As long as you pay the fucking bills, bitch. Pay the fucking bills. They don't need you to have a happy home. They're happy with or without you. You were important. I made you important. You're not fucking important to anybody else. You don't want my love? Go fucking fuck yourself then. Go fuck yourself with both hands. Use your toes while you're at it. I don't care. And that's really it. Marshall, you don't want no fucking love? Go fuck yourself. You get no love then. Go back to your unloving. Go get your homies love or wherever it is that you're lucky. Nobody was ever coming for you, Kanye. Ever. Jesus wasn't going to come save you, bitch. God sent me, an obedient cunt, to come show you some love. You don't want it? You don't want to be better? You don't want to be important? Fuck you, bitch. Die. Die. The world would be a better place without Kanye West. What contribution is Russ fucking Vitale to this world? Logic made such a huge impact on this world. He will be sorely missed. Who's Logic? Exactly. He was a rapper in his 20s. Like, who were you? Lewis Hamilton? A name on Formula One? Who watches Formula One? It's an old man sport. It's literally like watching NASCAR. Americans watch NASCAR. Why are we going to watch the gentleman's sport? We want some fucking grit on it. Realistically, I mean, you really tried to put it on us, though, don't you? You only did it because Americans have money. Want to be part of the American scene. Really? I mean, where'd you go? Texas? That's enough said. Enough said. Realistically, nah, bro. I don't care. You're done. Put a fork in you. You're not no fucking Martin Luther King. You're not no Kobe. You're not no Tupac. You're not Nipsey, bro. You're not DMX. You're not fucking Michael Jackson, bro. You're not none of the greatest, bro. The greatest did great works. They were great because they did great works for people. You do everything you do for you. Or maybe to feed your funky ass families that don't know how to feed themselves. You're not great. Really? No. That goes back to Morgan. I'm just trying to be a better person for me and my daughter. What does that look like? Well, I don't know. Okay, then how are you getting any better? Every day not doing drugs makes you better? Well, there's other parts of being better. You know what I mean? Other things that can make you better. You do the very minimum and you can walk around and say you're a better person. You're better than who? Than an old version of you? But how many steps better? How How many levels have you leveled up? Realistically, you don't get no better than this. This is it. This is as good as you get. This is like the peak of it. Like, put it on an obituary. Really? I mean, seriously. I'm not hateful. I'm hurtful. Remember that. And something about being me is mean. Just me is mean. I think you're sensitive. You're too sensitive to the truth. Really? Yeah. I'm going to look up in the comments right here and see. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't think it's smart for you to say something stupid to me. I just want to point this out. You guys just think that you can say something stupid to anybody. You can just get in anybody's comments and leave any obnoxious comment that comes out of your fucking mouth. But before I open this, you have a moment to delete your comment. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to unleash darkness on any dark comment. I'm going to give you exactly what you did. If you gave me darkness, I'm going to give you darkness. And we don't have the same level of darkness. I'm literally going to unleash I'm going to open a fucking gate of hell on you if you opened in my comments something negative. And I'm going to start putting that on my fucking warning label because I'm not even going to pray it. I'm just going to think it. I don't even have to say it. I don't have to wiggle my fingers. My thoughts create. I create from my thoughts. Okay? Does anybody want to remove their comments before I get in there? Okay. Let's see what we got. Something about keeping sanity. Definitely. Thank God for Islam. What is Islam doing for God? What is Islam doing for humanity? Is Islam a country, a person, a place, or a thing? What is Islam doing for God? Why are we thanking God for Islam? Why aren't we thanking God for Italy? There's great food that comes from there. Did you know that the Caesar salad comes from Tijuana, Mexico? Thank God for Tijuana, Mexico and tequila. Or what are we thanking God for Islam for? Why are you so grateful for Islam? Is that your holy land? You're so grateful for, for what? You're grateful for Texas? You're grateful for New York? You're grateful for California? Are we grateful for the Americas? Why are we grateful for Islam? Why are you in my comments saying thank God for, or what does it say? Yeah, thank God for Islam. Why are we thanking God for Islam? Anybody? Anybody know why we should be grateful to God for the Islamic culture and their people? Tell me why I should celebrate you. Why should I be grateful for you? I have a book. No, that's not it. Give me a second. I'm gonna find this bullshit. Hey, Martin Luther King. Give me a second. We haven't bought this book for a long time. I haven't pulled it out, so give me a moment. I have no idea where this book is. Hey, there's the Book of Mormons. Again, what the fuck is up with the Jehovah's Witness? You witness Jehovah? Really, though? The second coming of Christ? You know of it? Shut up. God, I can't stand human beings. Just fucking swear. You fucking swear, bro. You fucking swear by the devil, bro. I'm never gonna talk to a fucking person that believes in a fucking fairy tale thing like the devil. God. I got a book about Islamic beliefs. Something about here. Something. It's in here. Just give me a minute. It's like, how fucking stupid do it? What kind of stupid human being is gonna pop up in my energy today with their stupid beliefs of something they read in a book? Pick up another book. Really? Pretty much. Where is that book? Didn't I have something about Islamics or something? I got this one, What Do Jews Believe, which is Judaism, but I'm sure I had something about Islam. I keep seeing it in my peripherals, but it's not in here. I have the Quran. Isn't that what you guys go by? You guys. I don't mean to say it like that. Ellie, what the fuck are these people talking about, dude? Why are we celebrating Islam? It's like saying thank God for Germany. Thank God for Jamaica. Thank God for Africa. Thank God. Whatever. I really had a book. Now you got me going, bro. I feel like I did. Here it is. Islam. The fuck are you talking about, bro? To all of you, my readers who are seeking to know about the faith of Islam or who are searching for a path of life, I dedicate this book, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck, dude? Why is this person in here thanking God for Islam? Islam worldview, old age message, understanding reality, arriving at answers, angels, revealed books, prophets, messengers, hereafter, the judgment, the day of judgment. I always love this. Heaven and hell. Yeah, you're done now. I'm done with your hell. Again, until somebody can prove to me that a person has gone to hell and can tell you what they've seen, I don't want to hear it. You're going off of what? Dante? A poet? His words are what you're painting this description of hell on? You have no proof of such place. It's fairy tale. For that matter, so does your heaven, but at least people have died and come back to life and have told you what they've seen in the other life. None of them have told you of any of this bullshit. Nobody has ever seen a fucking demon. People have seen angels, but there's no account of it. We can prove that there's aliens, but we can't prove the devil. We can't prove hell. If you believe in hell, I can't work with you. And that's a prerequisite from now on, bro. From now on. Anybody that believes in fucking hell as a place you go in the afterlife, and anybody that believes in the devil, I don't want to talk to you. I can't deal with you. Your belief system is so limited that I cannot you don't meet the requirements to sit in my class. Really? And that's basically all you religious people. Religious people can't study spirituality. You don't have the conscious understanding to study the spiritual realm. You believe in false gods like the devil. You've made the devil your God. You fear him above God. You've given him more power and authority in this world than God. I can't work with anybody that prays to the devil. And that's pretty much what you do. And every one of your religious books that say such things, prove it by your actions. What do Jews believe? Whatever they fucking want. They don't believe in Jesus. Jesus was a Jew. How does that work? You know what I mean? So I have Judaism. We have Christianity that comes from an actual Jew. And then we have the Jewish Kabbalah. You fucking people can't get along. You make up your own rules and your own stories. Let's go back to Christianity. Are you Baptist? Are you Mormon? Are you a Jehovah? Are you Catholic? They all study Jesus, but they all have their own fucking rules and can't get along. And according to them, only their church gets to see the kingdom of God, and the other church will perish in hell. That's what you guys do all day, is you give out hell terms to everyone. Everyone gets a term in hell, according to you, your terminology of what hell is. So I'm sure, like everyone, they're going to tell us that they're the only ones that know the path to God, right? This is the only true path to God. And if you don't practice Islamic's beliefs, you will never inherit the kingdom of God. Do we know any Islamic people that have gone to heaven and come back and told us that they were right? Do we know any Islamic people that have gone to hell? Okay. Is there any Christians that have gone to hell or heaven and come back and told us about it? Then how are you doing this? You're building all of this off of what? A couple of books? The scary stories your children tell, that your parents told you at night? That if you say that, you're going to go to hell. If you do that, you're going to go to hell, and you're going to burn in an eternal fire for the rest of eternity. God's going to get you after this life. If I pull out the Old Testament, bro, there's none of this. There was none of this, dude. You suffered in this life for what you did. An eye for an eye, as above, so below. You shall reap what you sow. It was immediate. It was immediate, bro. You didn't get away with your sins. You didn't get to sit on them a whole life and then you get fucking persecuted after the life. No, bro, God was coming to collect on you. And that was the greatest thing. Instant collection. He was coming to collect on that ass. Till Jesus set you free. Full of shit, you fucking assholes. Here comes the Quran. You want to tell us how if we don't practice your way, we don't get to see God? You gonna tell us? You gonna tell me I'm going to hell because I'm gonna have fucking bacon on my cheeseburger? I'm not allowed to eat meat. I can't eat gluten. Every person that's ever ate pork is going to burn in the eternal hells. They will never see the glorious kingdom of God. Do you know how stupid you fucking sound, bitch? Do you know how fucking stupid you sound? Why those girls are having great lesbian sex, you're telling them they don't see the glory of God? Bro, they see it every night when they crawl in bed to each other and start eating each other's pussy. That's the glory of God. And you're cursing them because you're over there trying to turn down your fucking sexual acts that you're over there rubbing yourself to because nobody will touch you. Who's suffering? Fucking love your fucking religious studies. Don't come at me with this. Thank God for Islam. Shouldn't we be thanking God for Bethlehem? Isn't that where the star was born? What was born in Islam? Where was all this? Realistically, I thank God for Egypt. Really? Was that those Jews that were being slaved in Egypt? Stupid. Realistically, thank God. Thank God. Thank God for the desert. Realistically, thank God for the fucking rainforest. Thank God for a river. Thank God for Colorado. Why are we thanking God for your country? I'm just saying, that was stupid. Don't get in my shit with that. Thank God for Islam. What the fuck is Islam doing for us? Realistically, yeah. Sudan and house. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think on a map where the hell that is. Well, that's cool that I'm reaching you way over there. Sorry if I offended you, but I'm not really sorry. If your religion, bro, is telling you to hate on just people you don't know, then I'm gonna offend you. Really? Yeah. I'm a crazy ass, very powerful witch, but I live by the Christ consciousness. Those 4 main principles, I really eat them up. Going back to, the original 10 fucking commandments, I really eat that shit up. I live by that shit. Really? I'm not a killer. I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't do all that shit. Don't do all that shit. Realistically, no. But most importantly, what Jesus tried to get across was love thy brother. That's the only thing I can find in all of these crazy books about all your beliefs is all of your teachers tell you to love thy brother, to love thy neighbor. Show me in your book where it says to start to run around condemning people. Jesus said not to fellowship with such people, meaning don't make friends out of these people. Don't be hanging out with these people, but don't curse them. You're just not supposed to be hanging out with certain people. But you're not supposed to curse their lifestyle and you're not supposed to condemn them. You're just supposed to lead by example. Lead yourself away from certain things. You know what I mean? If you're not a drinker, you don't go to the club. Don't fellowship with such people. At that point, yeah, you're above them. You're not like them. Why do you go into a place of drunkards to make a friend? You want a drunk friend? Only drunks like drunks. Why would you do that? Anybody? Okay. So, I knew I had a book about Islam, and we haven't pulled this out for a long time. And while I'm under it, I've got, self-motherfucking control, people. The fruits of the spirit. I have plenty of religious beliefs. You can pull your religious book at me, and I'm going to throw it right back in your face. Here we go. Chapter 7, Morals and Behavior. It is not righteous that you turn your faces towards the east and the west, but rather in righteous. in the one who believes in God and the last days and the angels and the scripture and the prophets. You don't believe in angels or the scripture or the prophets. Do you believe the stories in these books? Do you believe that Jesus died? He was laid to rest, and 3 days later, he magically came back to life and walked again? Do you believe the story? But there's many that witnessed it. There's 1,000,000 witnesses. That's what the whole book is about. There was billions of people that witnessed this, dude. I don't know. It's not billions. There was like thousands or something. There wasn't that many people. But they all saw it with their own eyes. You're denying them the truth of what happened, and you're denying us that believe this story. You don't believe that it happened or that it could happen again? All right, bro. Go into your Google and go look up man comes back to life. There's this one in Texas. He was literally they were about to cut him open and pull out his organs, and he came back to life. It was devastating to his wife, who was mourning his death. He was literally about to pull out his organs, and he came back to life 3 days later. Don't tell me this isn't real. Don't tell me God isn't real. Do you not believe these fucking stories, bro? You think they're just fabricated stories in time? It was just a great writer. It's just, made up stories. Then why do people live by them? They make it their laws. That's like, I don't know, that's like living by the Wizard of Oz in that case. All right, so let me go back to all of your guys' religious beliefs. Do you have so many accounts? Do you have any proof or eyewitnesses other than a person that wrote a book? Were there masses in your country that can prove that this person existed? How many people in your culture met the Buddha, that still practice the Buddha, that live by the Buddha? Realistically, I'm asking. Yeah. And so, I just want to say this. It's like, you don't even believe in this shit. You want to push your beliefs, but you don't even believe it yourself. Anyways, and gives his or her wealth out of love for him to relatives, orphans, and the needy, and to the travelers and those who seek, and for the freezing of slaves, and in salat, and gives, what the fuck words are these? Zakat? I don't know. And the keepers of their promises when they promise, and the patients under hurt and injury and time of distress. Those are the ones who are true. Those are the ones that are mindful of God. 2, number 1777. As we shall see in this selection, Islam relates to not only to beliefs, practices, and values. In actuality, it is complete, an all-inclusive system of life in which all aspects are regarded as a part of an indivisible whole. Consequently, a Muslim is expected to judge everything by one criteria, God's. This means that not having one set of behaviors for so-called secular matters and another for the general considered religious matters. Because in Islam, religion includes everything. Nothing is non-religious because everything is for God. According to this understanding, everything in Muslim does is considered as worship, as it is done with the intention of pleasing God and in keeping his laws. It was pleasing to God for you to take out your vengeance on the Americans. It was pleasing to your country and to your God. 9/11, that was pleasing. That was an act of God. It was pleasing to your people to spread the blood of other people. That's how you act in your acts of God. Let's get into these motherfuckers. You want to start it? I'm sure the Christians really want to take on this conversation with the Muslims. You want to start? I'm in the middle of this. I'm a witch. I'll let you guys tear each other apart, and I'll just sit there to see which one's left standing and tell you were both wrong.
Regarding God's laws, obviously no group can function without a system of rules or for regulating its people's behaviors. Hmm. Most of us follow the laws of our government or society, workplace, or organization to which we belong. Are these the same idiots that believe they get 40 virgins when they die? That God's just making vaginas for them? 40 vaginas. He's going to waste human life so that they can satisfy their little wieners when they die? Is that for women too? When I die, I get to fuck 40 men? 40 young bust men? Or your God isn't just? He's only just like that for men. Do you have any proof? Is there a man that has died, like in our country, in our cultures, that has come back and has said that he has gone through his 40 or had 40? Do you have any proof that this is a promise by your God? What God creates a waste of life? What God wastes women's life like that? Oh, that's Muslims that have no respect for women, correct? Your mother that gave birth to you and the woman that gives birth to your child, you have no respect for them. They have no power. Really? Hmm. Well, then you probably don't like Catholic beliefs, understanding that Mother Mary was so powerful, that she was the power that gave birth to the new child. You, your mother probably should have swallowed you, but your country doesn't believe in you know what I mean, contraception. And yet you have man on man sex all the time and don't see that as a sin. You're allowed. Women are only, and you're, and in the Middle East, women are only for that cause, for reproduction. You go to your men for fun, and that's godly. That's godly to to dishonor your women in such ways, to have no respect, to make them powerless, to make them ignorant, to make them weak, to not give them educations, to not give them abilities, to not give them rights, to not give them defense. They're useless without you. No, my friend, you're useless without that woman. And if we should decide not to, the consequences are well known. And just as human governments make law for the citizens, so God, the divine lawgiver, makes laws and rules over his servants. And for disobeying those too, there are well known consequences. Hmm. So let me ask you, what did God say he was going to do to you if you did this? Did God say he was going to do this, or the church told you? And did you see God do that to somebody else? Have you seen God do that to a person? The church says that the God will rain fire on them. Have you ever seen God do that to a person that did what they accused them of? Has God did these things that you say he does? Is he that evil God, that vengeance God? Have you seen him take his vengeance on your so-called enemies? Or you get tired because he doesn't hurt them like you want them to, and so you decide you're going to go hurt them. Let's listen to these bullshit laws. The laws and rules of Islam are not tied to the historical stages of mankind. Of course, they made their own. Rather, they are for people of all times and places. For although the details of life and culture change, the nature of good and evil never changes. What's evil? What is evil? If all things are of God and God is all good, then what is evil? Nor does the nature of human beings, which within various complex or irrelatable facets, which are known only by the Creator. It is important to understand that God does not make rules for mankind to put us into hardship. Quite the contrary. I'm sorry, what rules did God give you other than the Ten Commandments and what Jesus said? What are your rules in your stupid religion? Where did yours come from? Who gave you your rules? You don't listen to Jesus? You don't want to live by Jesus's word? You want to live by what? The laws of what? What are your laws that we got to live by? And what if I choose to break your laws? Then, according to you, then I'm outside of God, but God's right here. So I think you're wrong. You live by your own laws. You can't force those laws on anyone else. And the Muslims are always trying to push their fucking shit on us, aren't they? You accuse the Christians for such things, but the only time in history I've ever seen this done is the Muslims. Can I get an amen on that one? Who can possibly know what is ultimately good or bad for us? Obviously, only God. If He does not make rules for us, He'd probably end up doing all the wrong things, imagining what were right. Perhaps you may hate a thing, whereas it is good for you, and you may love a thing, whereas it is bad for you. Therefore, it's important to understand all the laws and rules our Creator has prescribed as our. I'm getting a download as are only for our safety, well being, and good in this world and in the hereafter. The permissible and the permitted or prohibited. Shall we really read this? I'm getting angry. And I'm going to go with my download. Really? I'm going to go to the same place I always go. I just got heated, bro. Seriously? All over my face. I got heated with that. Get out of my face with this bullshit. Get out of my face with your fucking bullshit. Really? I got something for you. Where is it? Give me a second. Hold on. I'm trying to find something. One of these books. I actually, you know what? I know exactly where to go. Let's go back to this. According to Christians' beliefs, the fruits of the Spirit. Now the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contention, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, and heresies, envy, murder, drunkenness, rivalries, and the likeness of which I tell you beforehand, just as I told you in a time past. Those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self control. Against such there is no law. There's no laws against this. This is what's asked of you. To exhibit love, joy, peace, long suffering, right? That's endurance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Those are the laws I live by. There's no law above this for me. And the four basic food groups that you know what I mean, that Jesus feeds us: kindness, compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. There's no laws that are more important than that. Nothing's more important than showing a person kindness. I don't give a fuck. Nothing is going to get you closer to God than showing a person kindness. Nothing's going to get you closer to God than showing his people compassion. Nothing's going to get you closer to God than being forgiving towards people. You want to be wrathful, you want to be mad at them, and you want to take out your vengeance, that's not going to get you near God. You expecting God to make them pay is not going to get you near God. Kindness, faithfulness, joy, endurance, gentleness, self-control. That's what's in these books. That's what's going to get you close to God. All that shit, all that, you can't buy your way into heaven. It's not done by good deeds. Good deeders don't just get in. It's a good heart. A good heart makes a good person. There's no laws above that, bro. You can't help that person. You can't forgive that person. You can't be kind to that person. You can't, that's ungodly. Every one of these books has their little laws of how you have to live up to their laws to meet their God. That's not what Jesus said. Jesus was a Lord for all. And that's fine if you don't want Jesus to be your Lord. as Wolfman, I don't need a fucking savior. Fine. You don't need saving. Let me ask you this though. Who do you fucking pray to when everything's going wrong in your fucking life? Who brings you to your knees and you beg to? You run to Lucifer every time that happens. Who do you run to? Who is your God? Who brings you to your knees? And who answers those prayers when you need something? You need a fucking miracle. Who is it? Is Mohammed? Is Buddha? Is who? Is Jesus? You literally saw Jesus walk up and give you this fucking check to pay your fucking light bill? Or was that God? The God amongst all gods, the one true God. Now, did I have to, say 20 Hail Marys to get God to pay my light bill? God's not going to pay my light bill unless I share this meme with 10 of my closest friends. I'm not worthy of God helping me. I'm not worthy of God's miracles unless I practice how you do in your church. Or God fucking does miracles for everyday people every day. You don't buy God, bro. You can live by the laws of what they say God expects out of you, but that's not what God expects. He expects you to be a good person. I don't know why somebody has to lay that out for you, that you don't know what a good person is. That somehow there's a gray area to what a good person looks like according to your geographic location, your flag, your national flag, or your ethnicity. Somehow, between the different barriers of land, what a good person means changes from skin tone. Well, to the Africans, a good person means this. To the English, a good person means this. To the Europeans, a good person. No, a good person means a good person in every country. You don't get to run around here with a book saying that you're a good person. A good person doesn't need validation by a book. They write books about good people. You don't try to fit in and say, I'm a good person. I'm a godly person. A godly person doesn't need to broadcast that they're godly. If you're proud to be Islamic, you don't need to run around saying how proud you are. Why are you so proud to be Islamic? What the fuck is Islam contributing to the global scale? What is Islam from the micro of this little country to the macro of the world? What do we get from you? Gas? Are you the reason we have gasoline, or what do you got? I know that we get grapefruit from Guatemala. What does Islam contribute to the world? Is it hatred? Is it love? Is it joy? Is it some kind of natural resource that we all need from your country? We need you? Or you're just, you're just so powerful just by existence. You know what I mean? You're just a superior breed of people. Quit playing around, mudblood. Realistically, I mean, check your ancestry.com. I guarantee you, unless you're inbred, which is totally possible, given the limitation of your bloodlines, that you're probably related to your cousin in more ways, and that's why your kid looks a little funny-eyed. That's because you believe in your sacred bloodline and you don't realize that scientifically that's going to destroy your bloodline, mixing blood like that. Really? Inbreeders. Since the beginning of time. But realistically, no, don't get in my comments with that type of shit either. And we're starting this, religious studies. Study whatever religion you want, as long as it tells you to be a good person. And you learn how to be a good person through that religion. Otherwise, go find another one. Whichever one tells you how to be a good person. There's no law to being a good person. There's no rules to it. I mean, I can tell you what it looks like, but there's no laws to this. There's no laws. They can tell you not to be kind to that person. You're not supposed to show that person kindness. What the fuck is that? There's no laws to being a good person. And that's what religion is. It's supposed to, put you on a direction of goodness and closer to God. You're not going to get close to God being a fucking hateful little bitch. I don't give a shit. And bitches doesn't mean I'm not saying female. You know damn well that's not right by God. He doesn't want you out here treating people like that. If you don't have a moral compass, religion ain't going to do shit for you. You don't know better. You don't know the difference between good and bad. You don't know that when you say something, this is bad for people. No, I did it for God. What are you talking about? And that's these people that show up at the Pride Festival. You're not doing God a favor by sitting out here persecuting people. He didn't ask you to do that. That was your own fucking, that's your own hateful ways, your own insecure ways. You just want to go and be a party pooper. You want to spread negativity. You're not out there telling people Jesus loves them. You're out telling them that they're abomination against Christ. They're just being good people, and you're telling them they're not. There's nothing bad about these people and how they choose to love. You're being unloving out here. God loves them more. He loves a lover, not a hater. It doesn't not hate. He doesn't not love you for being a hater, but that's not what he asked. And if that's what your religion says, you might want to change. What religion is telling you to do some shit? And that goes back to the Jehovah Witnesses. Let me find out. Let me see one of you fuckers riding around on a bike. I got questions for you bastards. Let's talk about this blood transfusion, the sacred bloodline. Yeah, inbreeders. Realistically, who are they to choose who has the chosen blood? What are you doing, Nana? No. Oh, she wants some water. I gotta get her some water. I gotta go, guys. We went all over the place with this one. Typically, you are all over the place, and that's okay. Here, let me give you some bottled water. Fuck a friend and fuck all that. And quit trying to fucking be pleasing to everyone else. Just be pleasing to God, and not according to your church. But that's really what it is. So the kid in the movie, I'll tell you, they couldn't. They were afraid that. I mean, it was done. They intervened because he was a child. They were trying to refuse service, but he didn't have there was acts that they couldn't do that. So they had to give him the blood transfusion. According to his religion, he's no longer, you know what I mean? He's broken the religious rules. And so what? Now he can't be connected with God because they saved his life. His new life is now a new life outside of God because he took a blood transfusion. And that goes back to the Baptists and shit like that. They'll kick you out of their church and say you're no good by God. Scientology, all of these religions, bro, break their fucking rules and you don't get God. They're not God's rules, bro. You think God hates you for whatever happened? No, your church does. Because you're going against what they say, so they have to get rid of you. That's ungodly, bro. That's not how Jesus worked. And that's why, and all of the gods, I'd rather choose one that was open, not closed. What does that mean? He was open to everyone, especially the ones that they denied God. He was there to give God back. And that's what I do. These fucking people, bro, don't none of them have a connection with God. I don't think they ever did. Every person, we don't know shit about God. My own family didn't know shit about God. None of my celebrities know shit about God. You don't know God. So he sent a messenger to teach you about all the facets of him. And you don't like it. And that's why people don't get into religion, because it makes them accountable for some shit. Yeah, God makes you accountable. But he's also forgiving. He's understanding. And he's a good God. I don't know what these gods are in these people's books. But before he wasn't this way. In my day, yeah, I guess he was always that way. He just was more disciplinary. He took more action. He really was that. You weren't going to pay after life. You were going to pay in this life. He had to make everything just. He had to show that he was in charge. And by by him executing justice on his own, people knew. They had a reverence for God, that the living God would see you. And you just didn't do such things. You knew that God would get you. After Jesus, people got away with hell, quite literally, because they all thought they were forgiven. So the churches needed to come in and they needed to make some rules because Jesus just let them run wild. They got that forgiveness and they rolled with it. No, I'm forgiven. I'm forgiven. God said, I'm forgiven. I'm forgiven. I'm forgiven. Yeah, but you're not going to see the kingdom of God like this. That's not what that meant. He said, you're forgiven to be free and do this better, not forgiven and to go and keep doing this. And that's what it means. Is like you want it part of the message, not the whole thing. You're asking God for forgiveness. You're asking God to work in your life. You don't want him to work in your life. You just want his forgiveness. How's that work, bro? What do I teach you? What is the rules? What is God's rules according to you? Be a good person. What does that mean to you, bro? Stealing is being a good person, lying is being a good person, cheating is being a good person, hustling people is being a good person. You know what I mean? Like all of that, you think that's good? No, you know better. You just do it because everyone else does. You know it's not right. You just know that you don't feel like you got to be the right one. Well, if everyone else does it, why can't I do it? That's when morality comes in, and you're one in a million billion, where you choose to be different because you know better. They know better too. They just don't do better. They know something simplistic. I'm going to end here. I promise. One day, we're at Taco Bell, I think it was. And my daughter's like, ask him for a cup so I can steal some soda. I said, you don't have to steal soda. I was like, no, just ask him for a cup. I said, watch this. And I go up and I ask him for a cup. Can I have this cup? And can I have it so that I can take soda? I said, I don't want to steal from you. I want to ask you for permission to take something that I didn't pay for. Go ahead. And they gave me the cup and I got free soda. There was two ways to handle this. I could have took the cup and told them I was going to get water and lied and cheated and stole. I didn't have to do that. I asked him for a cup and I told him the truth, what I was going to do with the cup. I asked them for permission to do what I was going to do. Now, if they would have said no, I said, well, I was just trying to show you the courtesy. I'm going to take some soda anyways. At what point did I commit the sin? Not till after, right? And that's it. You're like, no, everyone does it. They'll never know. It's not like you're going to go to jail for this. Everybody steals soda. You don't have to steal it. Ask. And that's what I showed my kids right there. Just ask. And if they say no, then just grab some water. You don't have to steal it. It was no big deal. And it was funny. It was just an opportunity to show them we don't do shit like that. She just said it, and I had to show her she doesn't have to do that. And I know you could have got away with it. I couldn't. I could go take a cup, say I need it for water, and go fill it up with soda like everybody does. Everybody does it. I know. I know how you guys steal through that the self-checkout. Stop telling me that you're doing it. I don't condone that fucking behavior. I'm paying hard dollar for mine. I'm being honest. I know that you guys lie and you secretly, put stuff in your bags and you don't pay for all your stuff and you do it because everybody else does it and nobody cares. And Walmart has plenty of money and, they can afford for you to steal. Can you afford for you to steal? What if you are that one person that they catch and you end up in fucking court? You end up in court over a fucking $2.99 something when you had the money in your pocket, but this is just a bad behavior that you have. I know you can get away with it until you can't. God will let you get away with it. He sees what you're doing. And realistically, let me just tell you this. Don't never steal from Target. Don't never steal from Target. I learned that in my training, bro. They literally have a contract with the FBI. Seriously? Yes. Don't steal from Target. They are watching you stronger than any other store. And that's why you always get these Target videos on the news. They share it, dude. Don't steal from Target. Really? Yes. But just going back to that, it's like everybody does it. You're not everybody. You don't get to act like everybody. We're not them. We're being called to be better than this. And that's what I showed my kids. And that's it. You know what it means to be a good person. You don't get to just do what everybody does. That doesn't make you good. That makes you just as guilty. Okay? Okay. I'm not reading any more comments. The Islam comment took me way off the fucking map. I think, we took another hour on that one. We went into religious studies off of that. I mean, we could talk about it, but you're not going to like this. I'm going to argue with this. If any of this shit says to not be a good person, I'm slamming the door on it. Love and light, people. Love and light. Any of this shit that tells you to, you know what I mean? Nah. I tell you to stand up for yourself. I don't tell you to hurt people. And when you become aware of it, try to stop that, try to tone that down, see if you can apologize or some shit. But we're not supposed to be just running around fucking hurting people just because we're hurt, just because we're upset, just because we're angry, just because. That's not godly. Really? Yeah. So that's everything. I gave you 2 more hours. How many hours of my time did I give you today? Look at how many videos I gave you. I gave you over 5 hours of fucking spiritual teaching and over 5 hours of me processing my experiences and putting them into spiritual teaching. And that's just today. On a Sunday, I have to give you at least 3 teachings, a minimum of an hour each. This goes back to you, Morgan. This is my career. And no, I don't get paid for it. But it doesn't mean I don't put in hours, hours and hours and hours of this. I don't never stop doing this. When I learn a lesson or there's a lesson to be learned or we're in the middle of a lesson, we're gonna talk about it. And realistically, that's all I'm supposed to do. I'm the witness. I bear witness to it and I document the whole thing. Really? Yeah. And I bet you didn't know that I told everybody's story so detailed. Pretty much. Stay away from me. You're gonna end up on the internet. You're gonna end up famous fucking with me. Really? And not for the good things, obviously. Very true. Very true. Hey, love yous. Tomorrow will be light codes. I'll be in a better mood. It's in the dark. And anytime we're dealing with Venus, that's the heart. And relationships, they're a little fucked off right now. They're unhealthy and we need to balance them. Either make them healthy, try to make healthy relationships or get rid of unhealthy relationships and start over. Just start the picture over. I don't care. Really? Oh, it was a great picture. I don't care. It was a great puzzle. I don't care. Start a new one. Really? Sorry. Let's try a new friendship. That one didn't work. Let's try another one. That's, fuck it. But at the same time, here's a guideline to how to deal with me. Don't do that stupid shit. Really? Don't waste my time and don't waste yours. Cool? Cool. Love you, Slaters. Bye. Dang.